right, Mr. Birch. Okay, we're going to watch some of your film. Okay, probably be about 10 minutes of watching. First thing is all those dots there. That shows that you were very active in the game. Okay, now we're going to learn things about like communication, right? So right here, do you notice that you're not talking? Okay. You're actively watching your teammate with the ball. You are an option, but did you act like a leader here and control the situation because your teammate is dribbling into a situation that one might say is not not a very good situation for him to get out of? Would you agree? Okay. So you see Liam here, he's dribbling at the line, right? We want to avoid dribbling at the line. And if you see someone dribbling at the line, they need to turn around and use you as an option. But when I'm watching you, you're passively an option, but you're not demanding the ball to get out of this situation. And when I say that, like you got to right, ball. Hey, Liam, turn around, because then you guys would have been able to get out of this situation. Ooh, that's a good view. And rather than getting stuck, now it's a better view. Okay, shoot. All right, let's see if I can make it a bigger view. Okay, instead of getting stuck here, now if he drops it to you here, right, what options do we have now rather than getting stuck down the line here? Okay, because now you could receive that ball here, come into this pocket here, right, and maybe go directly bypass this whole press right here, play a ball right into your forward. You see that massive gap right there? He could drop it into that midfielder here, and then you just broke that whole, you see their press? You broke that whole press rather than getting stuck down 2v1 here in the corner, right? You drive here, big ball over the top, right? Drop pass here, right? And now you've got a 1, 2, 3 V, maybe 2 or 3. That's going to allow you guys to get out of this initial press and go up the field. So that's what this is all about, is to kind of expand your mind and seeing things that you might not have got there. Okay, so you allowed him behind you here. Then we look at why. You know what I mean? Okay. Why was he able to spin off of you here? Okay. So when you're there, I would have used my left hand to kind of push him forward just enough that he's off balance and unable to turn, and not enough to cause a foul there. So using your hands in a way that it's not a foul, but it's forcing him. So I would put my left hand kind of into his left hip right there and push him towards the sideline so that he can't spin out of that, creating direction and not allowing him to spin out of that right there. Okay. These are all just little tips. Some might make sense, some might not. Okay. Great. I mean, you got great speed. Okay. That was a great move by him. Okay, which way are you funneling him right now? Because he was able to come inside, you released him. Maybe you were able to funnel him that way. Let's see if there's anything. Sometimes there's nothing, it's just a good play by other people, right? So right here, okay, instead of letting it cut in, same thing as like that Liam play, right? Instead of him cut in, maybe you funnel him outside, make him go all by himself, right? All the way down the line, and use the line as your advantage, right? Because right now he is 2v1'd, right, between you and the line, right? The line is, he can't go anywhere, right? But if you allow him inside, right, now he's got his teammates here. So forcing him, which way are you forcing him right now? Do you feel like you were forcing him any way, right? So right here, I would have forced him down the line so that he is all by himself, because as a winger, you don't want to get yourself into situations where you're all by yourself, where it's really, if he goes this way, 1, 2v1, even 3v1 if you count the sideline as a obstacle. Okay? I'm hoping to find some offensive stuff because you're very strong. Okay? Look at how... Okay, that's easy right there, that pass. So I want you to start putting names on. I don't know if I can hear.
Quick, Willie.
Okay, so right here, put a name on your pass. 2 things. 1, put a name on your pass. You would be like, yeah, Willie, right? And then put direction on his pass. Meaning, what do you want Willie to do in this situation? Meaning, you got to have a plan. Willie, yep, right? Hey, so you would have scanned that field before. So here's what I would have done in this situation. So right here, I would have, okay, you're not looking at anything right now. You didn't look at the whole situation, Henry. When you look at the whole situation, right, that allows you to make decisions, not just what you see initially. So right here, all you want to do really is you've got a 3v1 on this guy. You want to play a little rondo. So like, Willie, to activate him, right? Willie play Mateo Espinoza, right? As this guy chases Willie, or Willie turn. If you see that Willie has the space. But the talking, Henry, was my way of letting that anxiety or, stress go, because it helps you create a plan, and you're speaking visual, or you're speaking out loud, and it makes things easier. When I don't speak during a game, I'm not a good player, right? When I'm communicating, my brain is activating, right? And I'm able to control that. Hey, move, right? So like you could be like in this situation, because then you're the leader and the controller now. So like here, where was that ball? When you had it? I missed it. Whatever. Same thing. You're saying, hey, back up, right? To a defender, right? Again, you're not speaking, right? What do you want him to do, right? So you are playing FIFA with your teammates, providing guidance. Okay, I think I might have heard you there, right? Okay. So right here, ball comes in, right? Here's an example of, okay, cool. You could play it to the outside here. That's an option, right? Another option is, where's the space, bud? Right? They know you're going to go into this situation, and you are about as technical of an outside back as you could ever imagine. So watch players like Zinchenko, Jurrien Timber, right? The inverted outside backs that drive these channels here, right? So that when you get the ball here, you could come in here. And when you come in here, different possibilities open up, because you're playing into a 2v2. And maybe you can hit them with a give and go, but that's a pretty tough give and go here. It's an option, but even if you were going to do that give and go in here, you're still going inside. So why don't you just try going inside, right, and seeing what happens, right? There might be that long ball over the top for you. There might be direct channels into your midfield. And the purpose of coming inside here is that, Henry, when you come inside, this guy might step to you. And if he steps to you and you draw his attention, now, say it's 3-on-3. You're playing 4-3-3 versus 4-3-3, right? Now, one of these guys is paying attention to you, right? And it's 3v2 because this guy's no longer paying attention to here and here. Just ideas, right? Expand. Oh, now I love this. See how
6 yards difference.
when Liam came in, you were able to make that overlap. Okay? Just being conscious of that, Henry, right? The fact that now, when you see him coming in, like visually understanding that when he comes in, your winger comes in, that frees your space. And you see how much space you have to be attacking threat now? Like these might be obvious in the moment, but I want you to understand it from like a cause and effect, logical thinking aspect of it. Okay? You came inside there. You see how you came inside? Right? That frees that channel up to your 6, the distributor. Awesome job here. I hope this isn't boring. I hope that you might see some. Okay? Once again, you'll see a lot of the same habits repeat each other because they're habits, right? The fact that you didn't communicate, you were an option. Would you agree? But did you communicate that you wanted the ball? And because you didn't communicate with your hands, with your voice, and specifically with your hands, like where do you want the ball there? Are you in charge, Henry? Meaning like, are you showing that you wanted the ball there? Or are you telling him what you wanted? Meaning, does it go back to the keeper? Did you tell him? Did you tell him to go to you? I can't tell, right? And when you do that, Henry, right, now you are a leader. Now you are showing that you are the controller of the game versus being, you've ever heard, being, what did my coach always tell me? Being proactive versus reactive, right? Proactive means, okay, you passed it to him. What do you want him to do, right? You got to scan and then give him options. You are the creator on this field, right? You're not a player. You're leading your team. Okay? What do you want him to do, right? You're watching. That's being reactive. I want you to be proactive, and you got it, right? But that's technically, you are phenomenal. Physically, you are phenomenal. The next step for you is tactically understanding what we're telling. If this player comes in like Liam, I have space to do the overlap and understanding the tactics of the game, right? The game from a higher perspective, not a proactive perspective versus a reactive perspective. And then the mental side, which is the leadership. That's one of it. Like one of the aspects of the mental side is the leadership, and you always controlling the game and being the leader and telling people what to do, which keeps your mind active, and your mind will grow then, and you'll be able to be like, hey, play here, hey, and you'll see what is open, and you communicate to your teammates what should happen. And at your age, the players that can do that and the teams that have players that can do that will be miles and miles ahead. Okay? So I obviously don't want to do too much that it's boring for you, but a little bit here and there, Henry, you'll learn new habits. You'll see things that you're doing. And you make things easier for people. Okay. So that's my main point right there. And then as we do this stuff, we'll see. Okay, that's good right here, right? Rather than making it a 50-50 battle, what I normally do here is I give him a little bump, get him off balance, and then you don't have to, right, bump him first. That guy, shoulder him before the ball. Does that make sense? So right here, I'll tell you when. So the ball's riding here, right, and boom. So as you're thinking about shouldering him and creating that 50-50 or getting in front of him, right? Could you have got in front of him there? Because if you get in front of him, then he's going to hit you from the back and it's just going to be a foul. Great speed, but right now you got position. You shoulder him, he's off balance a bit, and then you'll be able to maybe pass it back to your goalkeeper, reset, and rather than giving possession to the other team, obviously that's a safe option. And but one of the things I love, like, oh my gosh, like that, this is you to a T. Do you know how high level this is right here? Okay. The fact that you are so calm under pressure, look at this. Embrace that. That is your ability. the way that you're calm and you make the game easy for people. That is your superpower strength as a player, right? Now use your voice. You make it so easy for yourself, right? Because of your amazing skill, right? And you make it so easy for people because you're so calm. Now take that into a verbal aspect. And when you communicate with people, keep that same calmness. Don't communicate like a panic, but communicate with like a calm, like certainty of like, hey, play here, right? And you got to give them an advance notice. Like you don't want to like communicate when they're already in trouble. Otherwise it's like, cool, right? Hey, don't jump into the shark infested waters, right? Don't tell them that they shouldn't be jumping into shark infested waters after they're in them, right? Help them out of it before they're in trouble, right? See that there's danger and then communicate them out of danger, and that will just enhance your ability even more, right? So here, I'm going to show you it 50 times, right? What is your body language saying right now? Are you an option? Are you communicating with them with your body language that you want the ball, or are you communicating with them what you think should be Q's best option? What do you want Q to do here? So that's my first kind of video for you. Okay, so look at that scan. So you scanned the whole field, but you see that scan? What was that scan for? You scanned here, right? And here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. When you scanned for danger. You didn't scan for understanding of what might be other options. And if you can maybe scan from a different, more attacking perspective rather than just what's in front of you, maybe what could happen 2-3 steps in advance. And that's hard, right? Maybe that can help you in a different way too. So here for you, I think you're an amazing player and you have the strongest technical skills you could, like, you know what I mean? There's 4 areas: the technical, which you are like far and few can do that. Physical, you are fast and strong and can make challenges. Then there's the tactical and the mental part of the game that I hope that this can maybe help you with. Grow in those areas. And it's kind of like FIFA. We're just trying to grow in areas that, you can always get better at technical, right? You can always get better at physical, right? But we want to make you a complete player where you're, if you're like a 70 in technical, right? And then like this is FIFA, right? A 70 in technical, and then like a 65 and 65 in physical. And then I'm comparing you to the Messis and stuff. And then like maybe like 40s and tactical and mental. Let's get those up to 70s all across the board, right? And maybe that can be the difference maker for you. And I hope this is helpful. So let me know if this is helpful or boring. But good job. I'm a big fan of yours.